Hi everybody, this is Chapter 8, Cherry Creek High School, CP Algebra 1. This is worksheet number 15. It looks like it's a review. So, look at that. Okay, so they want us to give the domain. Well, the domain of this, it's going to go forever right and left, so it's going to go from negative infinity to positive infinity. The range, it looks like this is the point 1 comma 4, which is our vertex. So the range goes from 4 square bracket to, so we're writing it backwards. It should go from negative infinity to 4 square bracket because it came from the bottom up. The vertex we already have listed as 1 comma 4. Axis of symmetry is x equals 1. The maximum, this is going to be a max value because it opens downward. My max value is 4. And then the roots, it looks like I have happen at negative 1 comma 0 and at 3 comma 0. That's where it crosses here and here. And then where is this increasing? Well, the whole left side over here up until the vertex, that's going to be increasing. So it's going to increase from coming from negative infinity, which is all the way to the left, all the way up to positive 1. So you're using the x value to talk about it. Where is it decreasing? Well, it's decreasing on the other side. So this is all decreasing over here. So that's going to go from 1 to infinity. And at the 1, those are rounded brackets for a reason, because we don't include the 1 because it's actually a horizontal line. All right, so let y equals negative 3x squared plus 12x minus 9, use negative b over g. So write an equation in vertex form of that. Okay, so let's do vertex form. I honestly would just complete the square off of that. So if I had this as my equation here, it's a negative, plus 12x minus 9, I'm going to divide everything by negative 3. So I'm going to bring that negative 3 right here. We're going to come back to it in a little bit. And then I have an x squared minus, because I'm factoring a negative out, 4x. And then I'm going to make a space plus 9. The reason it's plus 9, I factored a negative out. So then half of, remember this sign comes down, half of 4 is 2 squared. 2 squared is 4. If I add 4, I also have to subtract 4. So then that's plus 5. And then I'm going to multiply everything by that negative 3. So I'm going to get y equals negative 3, quantity x minus 2 squared minus 15. So remember this negative 3 gets multiplied here and here when you redistribute it in. That's why your values came out to that. Number 5 looks like we want to sketch the graph, so it's going to have a vertex at negative 3, 0. We pattern graph, right 1, up 1, left 1, up 1, right 1, up 3, left 1, up 3, and connect the dots. That's all we had to do with that. Number 7, it's already in vertex form, so it's opposite inside, same outside. So 6, 5 is here. It's going to graph downward with a factor of negative 2, so I'm going to go right 1 down 2, left 1 down 2, and then right 1 down 6, 6, left 1 down 6, and there's our thing. Number 9, we don't have the c value, but we can do negative b over 2a. So negative b over 2a. So that's going to give me negative 2. So I get negative 2 as a vertex or part of it. Plug negative 2 back in. I get 4 plus negative 8. So that's negative 4. So I get negative 2, negative 4, which is down here. Pattern graph, right 1, up 1, left 1, up 1, right 1, up 3. Hey, that found a root. It's going to cross right there and right there. Cool. You don't have to answer for the root on these, but that'll work there. Number 11 looks like it is in, so it's the opposite of this, so it's going to cross there at 4, it's going to cross there at -2. What's halfway in? 1, 1, so bring in 1, come in 1, come in. And so my vertex is going to happen at 1 comma something. We'll plug 1 in here, so I get 1 minus 4 is -3, 1, and 1 plus 2 is 3, so 1, -9. So 1, -9 is down here. I guess I could pattern graph right 1 up 1, left 1 up 1, right 1 up 3, left 1 up 3, and then right 1 up 5 gets us to our root, which is fantastic. There's our parabola. We gotta move this button. Okay, number 13, we want to find the equation so let's check our pattern graph. If I go right 1 up 1, yep, so my A value has to be 1, which is great. So the pattern graph, if that was like right 1 up 2, that'd be a 2. If it was right 1 up 3, that'd be a 3. And then my vertex looks like it is at 2, 3, 4, 5, -5. So remember that has to be positive here because it's opposite. And then my K value is going to be -3. So that's our equation there. Okay, this one talked about a water balloon. How long to get to its maximum height? So if we look right here, it looks like at 3, and at 3 comma 400 is my vertex. We probably could have plugged that in as well. I'm just speculating off of this. I guess we could graph it on the graphing calculator. What's the highest point reached? I'd say 400 if this is truly 3 comma 400. And the x-intercept right here looks like about 8.1. Of course, you do it on your calculator. Might be different, but that's when the balloon would hit the ground. I would definitely ask your teacher about this one during class. And then where across the x-intercept? That means it hit the ground there. What does the y-intercept mean? That was the height that the balloon was launched at. Cool, that's it.